Hey, I'm just about to pop into the gym and get my work on, out. Yeah. Um, so, on the way over here, and lately in my car, I found the 90s R&B station. A little thing about me. When I was in high school, back in the 90s, I was not one of the cool kids. I did not have great taste in music. I had the taste that was in front of me, and I listened to a lot of R&B. I listened to a lot of rap. I kind of wanted to be an R&B'er and a rapper. Kind of sad, but I was a kid. Just shut up. Anyway, listening to some of these songs, I'm talking Jodeci, Bobby Brown, TLC, Boyz II Men, all of those. Like I listened to that all the time when I was a kid. And now that I'm a geezer, according to some online comments, my view of the music has changed, and it's not so much the music itself. The music is fine. It's the message in it. When I was a kid, especially a teenager, I was the dictionary definition of hopeless romantic. If you looked up hopeless romantic in the dictionary, my face would be right there with all the pimple marks and everything. I was 100% that it was all about fate. It was all about there's one person out there for you. I believed in soulmates. I believed in that whole thing. And it's just funny to me listening to this music now and kind of going back mentally to that place and that mindset, just how much I've changed over the years. And I would hope anybody would change over the years from the time that they're a teenager till they're in their 40s. I would hope somebody's view on relationships would change. But mine has definitely changed. And I thought I would talk about this because it's something that like really stood out to me the more I was like listening to this music. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with liking this music. I enjoy it. It's good music. But sometimes I wonder, like, did I listen to Boyz II Men because I was a hopeless romantic, or was I a hopeless romantic because I listened to Boyz II Men? I don't know. Either way, it really messed me up. I have been married now for 11 years. I was married once before that. I've obviously been in many a relationship that has not worked. And I used to just think that if you found the right person, then it all worked and it didn't take any effort, it just all clicked. And I truly believed that there was somebody else out there that was like my other half. And I needed that person to feel complete. I just got a damn phone call. Don't call me when I'm doing videos, people. What are you thinking? Anyway, so where was I? I was talking about... I got a phone call while I was talking and it shut the thing off. Anyway, no, I truly believe once upon a time that like I was only half of a whole, and that there was somebody else out there that was going to complete me. You know, the whole Jerry Maguire thing, you complete me. Like, I truly believe that stuff once upon a time. And the older I've gotten and the more experience I've had under my belt with relationships and stuff, it's become more and more obvious how dangerous and toxic that mindset is. You're only good in a relationship if you're good with yourself. You can't take care of somebody else unless you got your own self in order. And the idea that you need somebody else out there to complete you is just completely false. I also think of love as a verb and not a noun anymore. Love is something you do. Love is something that you put work into. Love is something that it's an active thing. You actively have to work on it. It's not something that just happens, you know? I don't believe at all anymore that there's only one person out there for everyone and that there's soulmates and whatnot. I think there's a lot of people out there for you, but you gotta make it work. And I'm sure there are some couples that just, you know, this person's trauma and that person's trauma just perfectly sync up and it works and it's never any issue. But we all have our failings. We've all got our traumas. We've all got stuff. I'm using big words now. And if you don't get a handle on those, all you're going to do is bring somebody else down. And then it can just spiral. For all the issues that have happened in my marriage, and there have been plenty, I think they've been growth motivators. I think they've been things that have made me step back and realize how codependent I am. I used to, if my wife came home in a bad mood, that ruined my day. Like, immediately my mood completely changed. I might have been having a great day, and then that would happen, and I was just at that point. And then eventually you realize, like, you can't do that. You know, you have to be in charge of your own shit, and you've got to be in charge of your own happiness. That is your job, is to see to your own happiness. It's not somebody else's job to make you happy. I've talked about this before, but anyway, just listening to this music has just really kind of highlighted to me how much my thought process when it comes to relationships has changed. And it's just funny that I ever even felt that way, really. But anyway, I have no ending to this necessarily. I just was thinking about it, thought I would share it. Love takes work. It's a thing and it's real, but it's a verb, it's not a noun. That's my takeaway here. Anyway, just a thought to share. I gotta go in there and stress my body out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.